All right, boys, I literally just woke up and I'm sick, so if I look and sound like garbage, that's why. But we have a big announcement today. The Brawl Talk was announced, and there was also a picture that shows a lot of stuff that might be in it. Plus, we have the picture for the Brawl Talk itself, which we're going to get into as well. But we're just going to look at everything and try to predict or figure out from clues what could be in this update besides the gear rework. So first of all, we have this image right here that shows a lot of different things, and somebody made a post right beneath this picture that shows a lot of stuff. Like we have a Squeak skin potentially on the left. It looks like Squeak's shape. Obviously there's an eye, then an eye patch, and it's overall just Squeak's shape. I'm not sure what this poster is about. It says Piper killing Bull. I don't know. That probably has nothing to do with anything. But then there's like tapes over here that probably don't mean much. I'm sure this is just talking about like a bunch of brawlers and trios that are in the game. Squeak Busters. I'm sure there's maybe like a new skin for that maybe, but maybe nothing more than that. And then one interesting one is the rejected brawlers tape near the bottom, because there's also like Count Pangula, which I think we already have as a skin. I'm not sure. But then we also have Star Park. So like the only new thing here that I'm seeing is rejected brawlers. And that reminds me of Kit, because Kit was announced a really long time ago, but was never added to the game. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, is Kit here? And then if you look in the back, there's also assumingly Kit or the raccoon brawler in the train. As well as that, there's also this weird like Gus balloon looking brawler in the train as well. It shows up like 2 times, and I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just Gus's balloon, because it looks a lot like Gus's balloon. So I'm just gonna go off a whim and say that right there is Gus's balloon, so we don't have to worry that much about that. But it could be something else, so don't push that completely out of your mind. And then we have people sitting in the seats who are probably Shelly and Janet, and then whatever, maybe Ash over on the right. And then moving over to the Brawl Stars subreddit, where people are talking about this image. People are thinking that the Lola and Fang trio is finally completed, and or maybe Gus could also have a new member to his trio, which is probably the case here as well. This person says they see Kill Bull, Squeak the First Blob, Belle Goldhand, Bibiana Jones. Maybe in that picture I was too dumb to actually realize, but those tapes might have been saying a bunch of skins that are being added to the game. I don't know. But yeah, Count Pangula, I don't think we already have that skin. I don't know. Maybe I should just go check. I'm gonna go check. Okay, I was right. We do have a Mr. P skin called Count Pangula. I don't have to worry about that anymore, or I don't have to like jumble my mind about that anymore. The thing I'm most interested here is rejected brawlers, obviously, and then Headless Horseman. Maybe that could be a cool skin, but I'm thinking that that is probably the Frank skin that's being added, if I'm not wrong, so I don't know. And then somebody with the actual Brawl Talk image shoved an El Primo in the question mark right there. And then obviously with the same image, somebody else made a meme about Penny's mortar, because apparently this right here on the left is actually Penny, because it's like her same pose. It's like a similar gun, and yeah, this is probably a Penny skin that they're adding, so they're probably gonna like redo all of her skins and all of Jessie's skins. So the thing on the left is it's not a new brawler. Probably it's probably just Penny. So what I'm thinking is the raccoon that we've been seeing is just a Penny skin, and they're probably not even adding Kit. I think that they're only gonna add like 1 brawler this update, because the update's so big. I think they're only gonna add 1, and it's not gonna be the raccoon. And I think the raccoon, as you can see here, because this is in the Brawl Talk image, like on YouTube, it's just the raccoon right here. So I don't even think we're getting a raccoon brawler, which I'm kind of disappointed about. I thought that would be really fun. I thought that would be actually like really cool, because maybe they could do like a sneaky raccoon brawler or something like that. But I'm pretty sure it's just a skin. They've been hyping up a skin. Hopefully not, but I think that they have been. I don't know. Maybe I could be expecting the worst. And then somebody made a really good thing about the Squeak thing that popped up right here. Rambo Squeak pointing over to this skin that they made, which actually looks like it would be really accurate. So I'm just gonna go with this actually being a skin in the update, because yeah, like the bandana thing right there. And then I don't know what these blobs are about, but yeah, no, this is probably what it's gonna look like. Yeah, that looks a lot like Squeak. And now we're gonna take a look at the image itself, like this silhouette right here. At first glance, this definitely does not look like a big raccoon, so it's probably not the raccoon. It's also probably not Kit. If anything, it really reminds me of Fang's hat and Fang's hair right here. If you can see that, like I don't know, this just reminds me a lot of his hat. There's an ear right here, obviously, so hat, and then the brim of the hat, a piece of hair right here, and then the face, and here I'm assuming might be like a jacket. I'm not sure. It looks like he's holding some sort of case. I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. It kind of looks like, okay, I'm shaping this right here. It kind of looks like an open furnace, but that's obviously not what it is. It really reminds me of Fang though so far. Like the outfit just looks like Fang. So like, what if this is just a Fang skin at the same time? There's no way it's a Fang skin that they're gonna put a question mark above. So I don't know what this could be. It's just looks like probably a male human brawler, not a raccoon. The raccoon is over here on the left. The raccoon was reserved for a skin, I think, which is kind of disappointing. I thought they would, I don't know, I thought the brawler would be really cool this season. I'm just trying to figure out what this giant blob could be. Like, what is he holding, or what is standing behind him? What is standing near him? Like, could I be looking at this wrong and it's actually a second brawler? Could this be a giant platypus here on the right? I don't think it is. Why does this look so much like Fang? I don't know. Maybe I'm completely off about that, but this like hat reminds me of Fang a whole lot. I'm opening the game again to see if this actually looks like Fang or if I'm just going crazy. I am just a little crazy. It does look really similar, actually, now that I'm pointing him a certain direction, but this little hair right here is what's throwing me off. Otherwise, it looks a lot like him, but this hair here, it doesn't really like fall off of his head like that. So it's not Fang, but I'm just now really confused as to like what this could be. I don't know. It's very confusing. I'm pretty sure that this is like a shoulder. This is another shoulder. And then the lower you go, the more confused I get. So if you guys have any ideas of what he could be holding, then leave a comment. I haven't found anything on Reddit or Twitter yet of people like actually trying to make a real prediction of what he's holding besides, you know, just drawing him as El Primo or something. But I'm hoping that the raccoon brawler makes appearance somewhere in this update. Maybe they're actually adding 2 brawlers and we don't even know it yet, but for now it seems like they're just adding 1, because especially in the title it says Brawl Stars, Brawl Talk, Gear, Rework, Shield Brawler, and more. We just got a Shield Brawler, which is a bit interesting, but we're getting another one right off the bat, one after another, which is I think cool. I hope maybe it's like a tank, like a shield tank. I think that could be pretty fun. So we have Gear Reworks, obviously biggest change we could ever ask for. This is going to bring so many players back to the game if it's a good change. I hope they do it right. Seriously hope that they do it right. This will be the best update of the entire past like year or two if they actually do this correctly, because not only will it be fixing an issue that really pushed people away from the game, but it'll also just be a huge update all around, because Gears was a concept that could have been massive at the start and it turned into something really small and really grindy and really just not ideal. But if they do this right, if they pull this off, this will be just about as big as Star Powers and Gadgets. I know it's not going to be as big because it's not a new ability for every brawler. Like, that's huge, obviously. But if they add like, I don't know, 5 more gadgets and they're all attainable and they're easier to get on more brawlers and just like they're more attainable. That's like the main thing. They're easier to get. I know I just repeated myself 4 times, but like that's a huge point. They need to be easier to get so then they can add more. So if they add several more this update and they're easier to get, it's going to be massive. But the gadgets or the gears also need to be, I think, a bit more unique. I think that they need to be less specific, like less where you need to be in a bush to get this speed boost. You need to be at low HP to get this damage. You need to be healing to get... Actually, I think the heal one is really good. I think the heal one is actually the best one when it comes to like how it works, because I think that the speed one should actually just be like a slight speed increase at all times instead of a massive speed increase in bushes. I think that would be a lot better. Like maybe 3% speed increase, or I don't know what a balanced metric would be, but let's just say like a 3 to 5% speed increase at all times when you get the speed gear. I think that would be awesome. I don't think you should get like a 3 billion% speed increase when walking in bushes. I'm not trying to complain here. I'm just saying like how I think it should work, because the heal one feels a lot better because it's more like a passive ability. And I think that that is what gears should be for the most part. And I know that they are passives, but they're just really specific with how they're used. But if you make them all these like subtle passive changes to your kit, I think that it should make choosing them more of a choice, because a lot of the time when you're choosing gears, you're choosing it just based off the map that you're playing. Like you have a map with a lot of bushes. All right, choose the bush gear, choose the vision gear. And that's also cool in its own way. But a lot of maps are really specific with how their gears work. And I don't know. I always feel myself picking the same gears. And I always see a lot of people picking similar gears because of the maps just needing them. And I wish I could more so like just choose the gears based on what I want to do instead of choosing gears based on the map that I'm seeing. But I'm sure that that's always going to be a thing. So I don't know why I'm complaining about it. I don't know. I just have an idea. I also just realized that I think the decapitated hand is also this Penny skin. Yeah, her hand is gone here and she's holding it as her gun. So I think the raccoon brawler and this floating gun are both just for a skin. I hope that's not the case, but it might be. All right, well, I'm gonna end this video here. Let me know what you think about everything in the comment section. Like, let me know what you actually think is coming in this update. Like, if you think that that hand in all the screenshots was actually just a skin, if you think the raccoon is not becoming a brawler and it's actually just Penny's turret, whoever the heck you think this guy is, because I can't figure it out. That being said though, I'll see you later. Have a good night, guys.